Welcome back to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Your boy, DJ K. I'm glad you guys tuned back into the show. You already know what it is, man. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Last week was a great show, man. You guys had some awesome questions, man. You already know what it is. Look, we're going to keep bringing that information back. One thing about it, I like to educate our community, people in our community, things that we do and things what we'll continue to do, especially coming from 2025 going into 2026. We're going to keep educating you, brothers and sisters. We at the same time, we're still gonna mix up and put some nonsense in that thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got some seasoning for your gumbo. Anyway, guys, man, look, shout out to my sponsor, 605 Adult Beverages, Car Audio, Red Core Universe. Much love to you guys for sponsoring the show. Much bigger and better things coming. Those who reached out to me, we got some things working. I can't say right now. It's early, but we got some things cooking. You feel me? Now, you guys know that I bring some bangers on the show, right? Every now and then I had to pop out. How Kendrick said I got to pop out and show what?
You got to show them.
I got to show them every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got something in the reservoir. So they said they had this brother in town, and I just had to get him on the show. Mostly, I say about 85% of women know who he is. The brothers know who he is too, but, you know, I want to say they inspired to be him, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a little things that he's doing about in terms of the movie settings, the reality TV, things that he's done, things that he's going to do. I like everybody. Welcome to the show, Mr. Julian Horton.
Hey.
How you doing, brother?
What's up?
I see you made it to Houston, man.
I'm in Houston. I'm in H-Town.
There you go. You got to say H-Town, man.
H-Town, man.
So, look, since you've been here,
yeah.
Let me ask you, what have you eaten since you've been here?
You know, it's crazy. It's just going to be an answer that people ain't going to even love. I'm in keeping it real simple.
Okay.
Real simple. Because we've been on the move so much.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know what we eating, to be honest, but I knew I had some pizza last night.
Pizza? Come on, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It ain't going to be an answer that they love. I'm really simple when it comes to food, I know. I'm real simple. You know, Chick-fil-A.
Come on, man.
And Domino's.
Domino's, Chick-fil-A. They have, you know how many?
I eat like a kid. I know. I keep it real simple. I'm a simple dude, though. So it's just like, yeah. We gonna go somewhere, though, for sure.
You know how many women they have here that will cook you a like home cooked meal?
Well,
I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna make a phone call after we leave the studio. I'm talking about like home cooked. You like
we had some shrimp tacos last night. Shout out Simmer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad you guys are here, man. Because one thing about Houston, well, since you're here, you know we got the rodeo going on.
Yes,
you know
about that.
I know you got Media Row going on. You're gonna be at all the places, all the spots. You know they're gonna see your face. You know these women gonna be taking off their panties and shit. You know, just save some for me. That's all. So let's get into it, man. So I know, man, you have a decorated career, man.
Yeah.
But I want to take it out from the beginning because everybody know who you is. You know.
Yeah.
From the last, say, 5 years, they've been knowing you, seeing you on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take it back. I've been knowing you for a long time.
Yes.
A long, long time.
Facts.
Through Jerry, shout out Jerry Mitchell, shout out Jet King.
Yeah.
He set this thing up. I want to take it back. Philadelphia, right?
Philadelphia,
PA.
Mm-hmm.
So how was that transition coming from Philadelphia to Arkansas?
Well, really, to be honest with you, I was in Philly for 5 days. 5 days.
5 days. Oh, wow. Okay.
Born in Philly.
Yeah.
Parents said it's too dangerous. Too crazy.
Yeah.
My whole family's from Philly, and you know, my dad, he was just like, since I was his firstborn, he's like, I ain't gonna let him have the same life that I did.
Yeah.
Got me to Atlanta because my parents, you know, they met in Atlanta at a convention. My mother, she was a celebrity nail tech. Father was a producer and a pianist. He worked with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Organized Noise, shout out Rico Wade, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Sleepy Brown, Ray Murray. So, you know, they both were kind of like in the mix, in the industry. Met at a little convention. And then they were like, yo, we both from Philly. Had me.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, you know what, we should go back down to Atlanta, the place where we met. So I was raised in Atlanta. And, I spent, you know, all my life in Atlanta until I got to Arkansas. Arkansas. And, Arkansas was crazy. I think Arkansas, you know, I think that's where I learned so much. I think that was my acting school.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people go to Juilliard. A lot of people go to NYU and all these acting classes. That was my acting school. because I learned so many emotions there. I went through so many things, went through a spectrum of things, highs, lows, embarrassment, wins, losses, tumultuous relationships. Anything that you could really go through, I was going through there.
Right.
And but that helped me in my career, and that helped me as an actor, because as an actor, I wanted to make a pledge to myself to never let anything I went through be in vain. So now as an actor, all the things I went through have a purpose.
Right, absolutely.
So now I get to, convey those emotions on screen through a character like Roy. And so, yeah, man, it's just been a blessing, It's been a blessing.
So I want to, before we even get into that, the thing is, I want to know, since you say you went to School of Hard Knocks. So when you going to the University of Arkansas, you didn't go to school for acting, did you?
No, I see. But the thing about it, I had a major in communications.
Okay.
And so acting is funny because I've always done acting. I was doing acting in high school. It was always a thing that I did. He could act. I would do school plays. I would do like little home videos. But let's, for example, we had To Kill a Mockingbird. We had a project, and this is one of the this is exclusive. People don't know. Miss Perkins' class, 10th grade. We had to do a project to just do a home video, a movie, a scene from To Kill a Mockingbird. And I had to play, I think, the slave, and he was country, and he had to talk like this. And I'm like, sorry. I had to really do it. I'm sorry. I did this acting in it, and I won the Oscar award for it in the class.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yo, you really can act, bro. It's but you put it off a little bit because you're so focused on sports. I want to get a scholarship, and you want to be the man. No one cares about acting in high school.
Correct.
In high school, you want to have those goddamn letters on your damn locker when you get out of class.
When you Letterman jacket.
You already know. You want to have them letters from the Alabamas or Arkansas. Everyone knows, oh, yeah, he the man. Yeah, he getting recruited.
Right.
So you're not really focusing on acting, but it was a thing that, you see it and know, yo, I could really do this. I could be an actor if I wanted to. So it's just basically, I never took any drama classes or anything of that nature. But at Arkansas, the liquor just hit me a little bit, goddamn. But at Arkansas, I did communications. And with communications as a major, you're doing a lot of public speaking classes. A lot of public speaking classes. So you're talking in front of 30 to 40, 50 people. These are auditoriums you're talking to.
Right.
That's where you learn that you either have it or you don't.
Correct.
Can you move an audience? Can you sway an audience?
Right.
Can you connect to an audience? And everything I did, people felt it. People were like, oh man, you're so good about it. You're so... So that always gave me just the reassurance, yo, if football don't work out,
I got something in the pocket.
I got something I can do if it comes to that.
Right.
Me being a little apprehensive about things, I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to come to that, though. I'm going to try to go to football and do the NFL thing and try to get paid and do the football thing. But by the grace of God, it did come to that, and I'm here.
Right. So now that's funny because any athlete, anybody that would play ball in college or any professional, any collegiate sport, they know they have buddies, they have friends, especially, like I tell everybody, your lifetime friends are the ones you meet in college.
Yeah.
You have buddies like, you know what, I'm going to pursue this, dog. Dog, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And out of all that, I ain't going to say peer pressure, but it is kind of pressure from your peers, if that makes sense. You're like, man, you know what? Hell with this football. I'm going acting. Like, what was that mindset going into that? Because it's like you're an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid. Well, a little older, right?
Yeah, like 21, 22.
22,
after college,
Yeah, 22. And you like, man, my life is about to start.
Yeah.
And everybody I know, probably 85% of the guys that I know going to play ball or pursue to play ball. What went on in your head to say, you know what, I want to do acting?
Well, the thing about it, though, I think the most priceless thing about my life is probably, God, number one, of course, but
Absolutely.
And family. But right there is my friends and my support team and the people that support me for real. Because it's funny because I hang around, I'll see Arkansas teammates, even last night, hanging around Arkansas teammates. They always told me, yo, bro, this football shit don't work out. You gonna do something.
Right.
Entertainment. Because shout out Jerry Mitchell, shout out Deontay Davis, my brothers who are still rocking with me to this day, who I love so much. it was funny because we weren't the most popular players on the team. We weren't getting all the stats. I mean, I started here and there. Jerry played a little here and there. D played here and there. But it was really, we had the social game on lock.
Y'all had them, huh?
We had the social game on lock,
Yeah.
though. Even the star players were coming to us for females, for parties.
Okay.
So we had the, I would say, entertainment game on lock. And you see it right there. It starts early. It's
Right.
like, damn, I might not be playing, but hey.
I know where they at.
Hey, they coming to us like, yo, J12.
Right.
Where they at?
Where they at? I know
Jerry, where they at?
Yeah.
D, where they at? So when you want the fun, when you want the entertainment, when you want that litness,
Yeah.
you come to us. And that's what we took pride in. Maybe took a little bit too much pride in because we stopped thinking about football. So again, it was because I was getting too much attention in it. But when I made that transition, though, it was an easy transition for people to see and for people to support because they already knew that we had the energy back behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was already like you going to acting. It wasn't like a surprise. It was more like, okay, yeah, you got the personality for it. Do it. Now go win. And that's it. It was just go win. If you're going to do it, go full throttle.
Right.
And go win. And we win it.
But you know what's crazy? You saying that, it's like quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
They say quarterbacks are born, not made, right?
Facts.
You guys had the gift of gab.
Get the gap.
I'm just going to say what it was. It's gift of gab. You
Boy.
guys you knew how to persuade individuals to get what you want out of them, good or bad.
Yeah.
In a good or bad way, right?
Yeah.
So leading to you to this point, that first role,
Yeah.
that very first role,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. I knew you was nervous as hell.
You know what's crazy? It's going to sound nuts. It's going to sound insane.
You wasn't.
I get nervous, but by the grace of God, I feel like this is what I was supposed to do.
Okay.
This is what I was supposed to do. Football, I got nervous.
Okay.
You're playing in front of 100,000.
Right.
Especially at Arkansas, you get a little nervous because it's like the damn pressure they put on your ass is like they ain't got no pro team. They live, breathe, die by these hogs.
Yeah.
It's not like Atlanta. See, the thing about like for example, shout out Jerry Mitchell again, but he from New Orleans, Mandeville, Louisiana. You got the Saints, you got the Pelicans, you got so many
Shout out
other
to New Orleans.
teams.
Shout
you
out
know
to New
what I'm saying?
Orleans.
Shout out to New Orleans for real.
Yeah.
You got so many teams to focus on. Atlanta.
Yeah.
We got the Hawks, Falcons. We had the Thrashers at one point, the hockey team. Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia Tech,
Yeah.
Georgia State. At Arkansas,
It's just Arkansas.
it's the Razorbacks.
That's it.
So that's nerve-wracking a little bit. You got to go out there and got to perform and have the weight of so many people's emotions on your shoulders.
Absolutely. That's a responsibility.
So
man.
when it come to acting, it was easy. It's on me. I got to do it. It's on me. It's easy. And I've always felt comfortable in front of the camera because I get to be myself and I get to be in this role. I get to convey these characters I love so much. And, I was good.
Yeah. So now, acting.
Yeah.
Let's get into this acting thing.
Let's get into it.
You know what I'm saying? Because acting, as we know, we live in the South. Well, we're from the South. And most acting is in L.A.
Yeah.
Right? Either L.A. or New York.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays it's mostly some of it is in New Orleans and Atlanta because of tax purposes.
Yeah,
but
facts.
prior, it was in L.A. and New York.
Yeah.
So going to L.A. for the first time, seeing this lifestyle,
Yeah.
seeing this fast, this unadulterated, debaucherous, by the way, I love it, by the way, lifestyle,
Yeah.
and then having a professional career and living that lifestyle.
Yeah.
How did you balance that?
Well, what do you mean balance what? Like
Balance your life, balance how what roles I'm gonna go for, what am I going to audition?
Yeah.
Do I take acting classes because I want to hit on, I want to tap on my skill.
Yeah, I mean, well, to me, it really was real simple. I kind of just went the organic way of just being a beginner.
Okay.
And having a beginner's mindset. I knew I could do the roles. I knew I could act, but at the same time, I didn't want to jumpstart anything. I wanted to pay homage and respect to the craft by taking it serious, by doing my due diligence, and by really, going head first in it, but still respecting it to the fact where I was an extra. I was an extra. Got my headshots done, getting my actors access done, and getting everything I needed done the right way. For real. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
God bless you.
You can't. Hell, you can't back on.
What's your name?
India.
India?
Yes.
Julian. Nice to
Julian,
meet
India.
you. Nice to meet you for sure.
We got an introduction going on in the show. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. This
He's from Philly, by the way. He's
Yeah.
from Philly.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he is?
Where you from?
Philly.
I'm born in Philly though.
What's that supposed to mean?
Cause like you from Philly, and it's like I ain't got too many answers for. I was born there.
I was born there too.
Were you raised there?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't raised there.
Oh, okay.
I was raised in Atlanta.
Got you.
My family from Germantown. My mom from South Philly.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mount Airy.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
I'm from Philly too, y'all. No.
But yeah, but to your question, I just balance it out by just by just doing it the right way.
Okay. So fast forward. Now we're gonna talk about this character, Roy.
Yeah.
You know. Before we talk about it, I need pretty lady need a drink, if you don't mind, my brother.
You know India?
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
So, working with Tyler Perry,
Yes.
what was the introduction like?
The introduction to Tyler Perry. Okay, so I'll tell you the truth. Basically, I had been auditioning for Tyler for a minute. I started acting in 2016, and then I guess my first audition for Tyler Perry was 2019. He tried to get the shots. So I'm going to give him the shots. Let's get the shots first.
Okay.
Shout out Brandon T. Jackson. You know what's crazy? Brandon T. Jackson is on Breakfast Club, and he wore that. I saw him in New York last week wearing that same jacket, and I was taking a picture, and he did the salute to me, and he was wearing that same jacket. So I saw him that same day. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy, right?
It's kind of nuts. Yeah, so I started acting in 2016. I think my first audition for Tyler was in 2019.
Okay.
He started seeing me in 2019, and God's so great because this is at the point where he was introducing new shows for his network, for BET, because that was Sisters, Oval, Ruthless, a couple other shows he was doing. But see, I got to be in person audition with Tyler. That was the first time he really seen me.
Okay.
In 2019, when we were doing those in person auditions. I didn't get those series regular parts. I didn't get Bruh series regular. I had to audition for that. I didn't get Sister series regular. I didn't get that. I didn't get Ruthless. But he saw me, though.
Okay.
And he was like, he's a talented actor. That's what he thought. Because he brought me back for a co-star role in Bruh later that year. And he had told me, I'll never forget it, it was a small scene I had to do in Bruh. And Bruh's on BET Plus, by the way. But he was like, yeah, I really like your acting, brother. He's really good. He said, one day I'm going to get the role for you for real. That's what he told me in 2019.
Wow.
So, mind you, that's in 2019. I booked Beauty and Black in 2024.
Okay.
But mind you, there was a lot of other shows, a lot of other parts that were coming my way as well from Tyler Perry. Other little, I would say, not co-star roles, but guest star roles and Sisters and guest star roles and Ruthless. Didn't get them. Auditioning for Kim Coleman, who's the main casting director, and Raven Drummer, who's the Atlanta casting director. Didn't get them. And then by the grace of God, last year in March 2024, that role came across my desk, Roy. Auditioned, and I got it. And Tyler, he likes having people over his house before we start shooting. And he just said to me, the first thing he said to me, I promise you, he's like, I told you I was waiting for the right role for you.
He remembered.
He said, I told you. From 5 years ago, he said, I told you I was waiting for the right role for you.
Wow.
And by the grace of God, it was the right role.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that. I love Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry's my dog. I rock with TP for sure.
Yeah, he's amazing. So I have a question about your role as Roy.
Okay.
Now, first off, I want to say you're an amazing actor.
Thank you
I
so
couldn't
much.
stand you
I
from
know.
the first episode.
I know. It's
Oh my
so
God.
strong.
Like, me and my mom were talking about it. She was like, that means he's amazing. I said, I know.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I see that you had to really tap into your emotional side.
Yeah.
Especially as a black man. I really don't see that often.
Yeah.
And I love to see it because I think most of us need to understand the emotional part of a man.
Yeah.
As a black woman. But also from a black man's perspective to see themselves being able to be emotional, I think is a great reflection. So please, can you tap into that?
Well, basically, with me, like, I think I've always been a vulnerable, emotional kid.
Okay.
And I think with the way the world is and the way that we depict, especially black men, I mean, it's a cliche thing. You can't be this. You can't be crying. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't. It's so many can't do's.
Right.
I think at 13 years old, there was a moment I had in my life, in my own brain, in my own mind. I was playing AAU ball. And my mom, I love her to death. Shout out Angelina. Hannah, my mom, who's the greatest. She would put me in, like, the most urban areas to play basketball, to play football, just to build grit. And just to build, rapport with people that could get me better. But a lot of these guys were very just like machismo-ass way of being. Very masculine, not touching with their emotions, and just, you're 13 years old, you're young. I didn't want to be like them because I knew I was different, So I made a choice at 13. I always remember certain moments that happened where, like, something clicked for me that made me, like, transition to, like, a more vast person of who I really wanted to become. At 13, I said, like, fuck it, I'm going to be me.
Right.
Emotional, vulnerable, tapped into my emotions. And by being myself, it freed me. It freed me from the anxieties and the restrictions that my own mind was trying to keep me in. But it also made people actually come closer to me, you know what I'm saying? As in, like, they rock with me more. They thought I was funnier now. Like, bro, you different, because I wasn't trying to be like anyone else. I was just tapped into who I wanted to be, because I'm just a vulnerable guy. I'm an emotional guy. I don't really care about what you're supposed to be. I'm just the man that God created me to be.
That's dope.
And that's really it. And I live like that, and it's got me here by just being myself. And that's what I really just trying to promote as a human being and as an individual. Just be yourself. Because I think the way the world is, and it can get deep and deep. I'm not even trying to get so deep on this, but
no, please.
The way the media has conveyed and destructed the black people, black men. You can say whatever you want, but it's like they want you to keep it. They want you to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And think you should be a certain way, and then that spreads.
Yeah.
And then people think that, I can't be this way because they're gonna think I'm lame, or they're gonna think I'm corny if I'm this way. I'm like, bro, if everyone just was themselves, the world would be a better place. And by the grace of God, I have a platform now, and now that's what I'm about to promote.
So in saying that, your character.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are not as intelligent as they're supposed to be, because they think you are your character in real life.
A little bit.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like when people, females mostly, of course, walk up to you, it's like, oh my goodness, that's Roy. Can he do me the same way he did X, Y, and Z? I want to ask you about when you on set and when you have these different scenes, right? Is there any type of ad lib? Because I know most of that stuff is not in the script.
Yeah.
Is there any type of like, okay, well, I'm gonna put some stuff in there, and hopefully Tyler takes it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is that any improv?
There's a lot of improv, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, this is the thing about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is, first of all, he's a savant. He's a mastermind. And he's the most efficient person I've ever met in my life. Most efficient, especially with a person of like his caliber and in his position. Beauty and Black is 16 episodes. And they're literally 50-minute to hour-long episodes. He wrote all of it in 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks. All of it.
Wow.
Me being an actor's actor, me being a guy that loves his craft, me being a guy that studies screenwriting, studies production, directing, and acting, when I look at the script that Tyler wrote, he wrote it as a template. See, some directors and some writers are very keen on, stick by the damn script, say what I told you to say, because they wrote it for a certain reason. Aaron Sorkin, he wrote The Social Network, a great movie about Mark Zuckerberg and the creation of Facebook. Exactly. Yeah, you can't ad-lib on those things, because it took him 6 years to write that. Knowing Tyler did it in 2 weeks, he's more so saying, I'm just trying to get the story done, Now you do what you got to do.
You're gonna perfect it. I'm gonna write it.
That's what it is. It's because it's not a real like in-depth script like that. It's more so like boom. Now you make it what you do. Now do what you do. So with that, I take the script and I'd walk 5 to 6 miles, trying to do my best of just, first of all, knowing the scenes, knowing my character, knowing what's happening. But then just trying to, I'm a creative guy. I got to give myself a pat on the back. I'm a creative guy. I can freestyle. I do things off the whim. So I always think of just more creative ways to say things, more creative ways to bring light to the scene. And so that's what I did a lot of the times. And then I would create these ways of making, the scene more juicier and greater, have it already in my mind, and then when they say action, I just let it go, and just whatever happens, happens. So a lot of it is improv. Like, even in the hospital scene in part 2, like, we get... So, like, even with my Rico Ross, shout out Rico Ross, who plays my dad, who's Horace, sometimes I go back to the script to see what it said. I'll see, like, what it said. And then what we did. And it's so different. It's so different. Like, I had people on Twitter making fun of me, talking about, yeah, Roy tried to kill himself at 8, 10, 11. Because my dad says that. He said, why don't you just kill yourself like when you were 8, 10, and when you were 11. He added that in there.
Oh, wow.
He just added it. I'm crying and shit, but I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm like, damn, 8, 10, and 11? Right. So it's just like, Tyler gives us the freedom of speech for real, literally, to just do what we want because he likes working so fast. So that kind of gives you kind of just like a little more confidence to do what you want, improv, and say what you want to say because you know that, like, he's not going to be really, really picky on too many things because he wants to move fast. So you really can say what you want, whatever you feel, and he's like, all right, that was good, moving on. All right. As long as the energy is there.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah, so to elaborate on that, I'll have a couple questions for you. So how were you able to tap in when it came to the fact that you had to play, like, killing yourself again at an adult age?
Well, I mean, that's just me being present. Okay. Especially that scene. Because it's like, I use a lot of things from my own personal childhood with my own father, and then just coupled that with being an actor and just like, just using the given circumstances that I had in the scene. I just use that and I just do it. I don't really overcomplicate it that much, and I just do it for real.
That's great. So how? You said Tyler Perry works very fast.
Very fast.
So does he do everything in one take too? Like, how is he? It's pretty...
Maximum 2 takes. Max 2 takes.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, my gosh.
Really?
So you really have to
some scenes, like the group scenes he'll do a lot because we have to give a lot of, like, coverage because he has a multi-camera system.
Yeah.
4 cameras going at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you really don't have to, like, need anything because he's catching everything right then and there. Right. But yeah, you really got like 1 or 2 takes. Okay. 1 or 2, and if you like really like need another one, like, yo, TP, like, let me get another one, and he'll be like, hey, you got 1 for the season.
So he's pretty hands off when it comes to acting.
Well,
or directing, I should say.
Actually, this season, to be honest with you, he was actually more hands on.
Okay.
He was actually given a lot of direction and stuff because I think he, I gotta say this, Tyler Perry's a great actor.
Yeah,
okay.
He is.
You know,
I don't sleep on him. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People sleep on Tyler's acting. Like, yeah, he's a businessman. He's rich, studio, billionaire. No, he can act. Because you got to understand, what he's done with Medea.
Yeah. Then he had...
That was his start.
Cross. Yeah. So what's the movie with Cross? Alice Cross. Yeah.
He did. And you got to understand, too, he did Don't Look Up. And I don't know if
That's right. Yeah, that was a good
Netflix
movie.
joint.
He did.
Yeah.
And he's playing, you got to understand, he's playing alongside, I like this acting conversation, but he's playing alongside Kate Blanchett. Oscars. Jennifer Lawrence, Oscar. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, beast.
Yeah, you don't got to tell him. Legend,
exactly.
Oscar.
Right.
Yeah.
And holding his weight, so he was so funny in that. So good. Ariana Grande, Kid Cudi. So he knows what it takes to be a great actor because he sees these people working on set all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was a little bit more hands-on with the acting this time. Just like giving certain directions, telling people certain things. Like me, I take my time a lot. I take my time. Julian, take your time even more. Take it. The scene breathe. Let it breathe even more. You're like, damn, nigga, I'm already taking
I'm
my
in
time.
slow motion already, right?
Right.
But then you do it, and like, I kind of understood what he was talking about because he sees the monitor. He sees what's going on. And you don't really get that understanding unless you're behind the monitor with him. So I started doing that. I started watching the monitors with him, and then he would make a suggestion. And then once they did the suggestion that he told them, you're like, damn, that actually.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Relax your eyebrows. Stop moving so much. Relax your eyebrows. Hey, move your eyebrows too much. Relax your eyebrows. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, it works to people with eyebrows, but it's like, then you relax your eyebrows. And you see him do it. And I'm like, hold up, that actually.
It made sense.
Yeah,
right?
that shit, that makes sense. That shit actually
It's
came
a
out
feeling.
fire.
Like it's a feeling. Like
Yeah.
people don't realize. Like,
TP know what he's doing, man. He's just a business mind. He's just a business mind guy that knows he sees money too because he has to fund people. He has to keep up with the studio, but he's talent. He's up there, like one of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Well, you know, Tyler Perry is one of those individuals that they don't have those type of people that they create often. You know what I'm saying? He's like an anomaly.
He's an anomaly for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like
Definitely.
And Bobby says, where your heart is, that's where your treasure is, right? So he's doing exactly what in his heart, and that's why he's gaining what he's gaining. That's why he's getting what he's getting. That's why he get the type of talent that he gets, and then they want to work with him because he understands. Okay, I understand. I was right there a couple of years ago, so I understand what this young brother, young sister was.
Yeah.
So I could relate with that information.
Facts,
Right.
man.
You know what I mean?
He's like I said, man, he is. I think I watched. I don't know if it's I forgot. It was a movie with Taraji P. Henson, but he was playing Medea and playing the brother, the uncle. Yeah, when he does both of those things. I'm like, we don't really respect it as much as the consumer. Like I didn't respect it as much until I worked with him, and then you see how he is in real life, and like, damn, he was Medea and that person.
Yeah.
Like, Tyler he really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
especially because like you can see the fact that like you forget it's him in all these characters, kind of like a Martin. You know what I mean? How it was just like the dynamic and the fact that we don't put him on the same pedestal is crazy.
The funniest thing is too is like when Tyler is like, he's Tyler's funny, bro. He will give suggestions mid scene in the Medea voice, and that shit is one of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Now that's
I don't
crazy.
give no, and gets in the Medea voice, so you kind of get to see it. The Medea character
Comes out. Like his alter ego.
man, the whole damn set be laughing because we get to see it, and it's like such a rewarding, dope feeling because like he gets into that Medea voice, and he's hilarious. It's actually just it's a blessing to see it because I've never seen it back like Medea, but when I see him get to just those little stints when he's given the direction, because like he gives so many improv directions because he's so funny. He's always going, and just to see him do that, it's a blessing for sure.
So Julian, I got a word game I want to play, man.
Let's do it.
You know, and it's kind of with Beauty in Black, your acting, your whole career basically in a whole, and you as a person, right?
Yeah.
And Indy, you can join in if you want to. You know, it's a group effort, right? So I'm gonna use two words, and I want you to choose one of them and describe. All right.
Okay.
So the first one, old or young?
Old or young?
Which one do you prefer, older or younger? We need the shots going while we doing this. While we doing these, some shots going.
If I think what we talking about?
I know, right? Exactly.
I'm going older.
Older. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
going older.
Why?
I made more money when I was older.
Okay. Okay.
That's good.
I was more grounded as I got older. I'm wiser as I get older. And, you know, I'm doing things that I've always dreamt of older. So I'm going older.
That's crazy.
All right, next one. 50-50 or 100%?
100%.
100%.
All day.
It's all in or none.
All in, paying for the bills, paying for my girl.
Everything.
100.
You hear that, ladies?
Especially now.
You hear that, ladies?
Especially now. That TP check that came through.
It's a little
I ain't
different
worried about
now.
no 50
That's a
feet no
little
more.
right. I know that's right.
Hey, 100% forever now. Whatever you need, I ain't
right.
hear nothing from me. 100%.
I love
100%.
So, Atlanta or LA? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
What was your first gut?
ATL, Georgia.
Okay. Shout out to ATL. Why?
Culture. Black.
Yeah.
Love. I would never get the same love I was getting in LA as I am in Atlanta. There's so mad love in Atlanta. It's black. It's great. I filmed there. I filmed Beauty and Black there. My family's there. I was raised there. So yeah, I gotta go ATL. But I love LA though.
Absolutely.
I love LA actually.
That's what's up.
LA is dope.
It is.
LA is the shit.
Yeah, it is.
Damn. LA is the shit.
So
Definitely
look.
is dope.
This is gonna be a trick one now.
What's up?
White or black?
Black. Beauty and Black.
Say less.
Okay. That was
Black,
easy.
black women.
Yeah.
I was about to say like
There you go.
LA
Black
though.
women, the
man.
best,
Yeah, that,
the best
ladies.
women in the world.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not,
Say it
even, not even a
again.
competition.
Say it again, please.
Not even a competition.
Y'all hear that, huh?
And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect to other women.
Right.
It's just
Nah,
the truth.
I'm telling the truth. Dog. I come from a black woman. I got a kid with a black woman.
Shout out to the black women.
Hey, black women, man, the best in the world.
That's what's up.
Shout out to the black women.
Yeah,
sure.
so I mean, the black women want to know: are you single? Like, what's up?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not single.
I can't ask that
Okay.
question. I can answer that question. So
I'm not
So
single.
he's off the market, ladies. They still gonna be in your DMs, but I'm letting y'all know he's off the mark.
Yeah, facts. Keyword dynamic. Keep going though. Keyword.
So speaking of relationships, I'm gonna go back to the show. Speaking of relationships, you have a very complex relationship with your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, on the show, and
Yeah.
we want to know, where did that derive from? Because you guys didn't tap into that. Now, if it already is going to be later in the season, maybe you don't want to talk about it. But I'm just asking, where did that come from?
As in what?
The fact that y'all like hate love each other.
I think that first of all, the way it's written, Tyler, numero uno.
Right.
The way it's written. Crystal Stewart, I can almost cry talking about her. She's so amazing. Such a genuine spirit, such a kind soul, a beautiful woman that I appreciate wholeheartedly. We really got cool because, one day we had to take an 1.5 hour long ride to a set. And we knew we were being husband and wife.
Okay.
We knew we were playing husband and wife. And we met because we met at Tyler Perry's house. And we're like, hey, you're going to be my wife. Hey,
Right.
husband, nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
But we never really got to settle in for real and talk for real.
right.
Okay.
We had to take an 1.5 hour ride, like I said, and we just talked the whole time. And she was like, I did not know you was like this. Like, what the hell? Like, you surprised me. And I'm like, shit, you surprised me. And we just talked the whole time. And our bond is so priceless. I really love her. I really do.
That's
As a
what's up.
person
Yeah.
and as a human being. And I think that just, like, translated really, really well on screen. So the shit that Tyler writes, we can amplify it and make it do what it do even more because the off-screen relationship is so pure.
Gotcha.
It's so amazing. And I think that, in season 2, you're going to see even more craziness.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I wish they could, find some type of, I don't know, some type of peace, some type of love, and show the audience that, But at the end of the day, we're just doing what we're doing on the page,
Right.
to be
Right.
honest.
Well, toxicity. I tell everybody that I'm a toxic person. I love being toxic. Toxic sells. You know what I'm saying? It sells.
It definitely sells.
It sells.
It definitely sells.
Nobody want to see all goody. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love
is
you.
true. That is
Roses
true.
and.
Wait till season 2. Y'all gonna be like, oh, shit.
Oh, I can't wait.
So
Oh, my gosh.
any glimpses, any exclusives that you can give about season 2?
I would just say season 2. You know what's crazy? I think this show, first and foremost, is amazing. The reception is amazing. But I think season 2 going to take it out the park. I think it's getting so much reception and stuff. That's cool. But season 2 is explosive.
Okay.
It's not that many, I wouldn't say boring. It's just not any it's just going. A lot of stuff's happening. A lot of actions happening. You have so many different variations of different characters now because season 1 ends on Kimmy taking over the company. So it's just a different situation going on, but it's explosive though.
Yeah.
When I read it, I felt more excited about reading season 2 than I did season 1. I was like, this is it.
That's what's up.
Because season 1, I liked it. I'm gonna be honest, I liked season 1. It's cool. I like the places that Roy went. I got to act for real. But season 2 is like shit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make people be like even more hooked than season 1.
So I do have a question about season 2. Do they kind of do like a look back on the history of where, each character came from and why they are the way they are?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Tyler just going.
Okay. And that's pretty much him. You know what I
he
mean?
just go. Fuck all that. Fuck all the flashback shit. It's like 'cause people always want to ask me like, "Where's Roy and Mallory's? When did they love each other?" And I was like, they ain't seeing that.
Yeah.
Tyler's just writing it.
Right.
Because he know people gonna watch it, and he ain't got time for that. So he
Right.
just wants the people to see the explosiveness coming out.
Right.
I want the flashbacks though, because I sometimes I do want the flashbacks because I'm like, how did me and Mallory, do this? But like I said, we do what we do.
Yeah.
So, Julie, before we wrap it up, I want you, and you media trained, you know how to answer this question.
Yeah.
What are some things that the ladies don't know about you? Pause at the same time.
What are some things that ladies don't know about me? That's so crazy you ask that because I'm a dude that kind of like what you see is what you get.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really hide anything, and I don't really shy away from anything. That's one thing I'm proud of myself about. Like, I'm just me, but like, yeah, I think if you really study me and follow me and watch my interviews, hey, you know everything about me, everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't hide nothing. I'm me through and through, and I don't care because at the end of the day, the reason why I love this reception and I love this platform and the grace of God and the blessing that He's given me right now is the fact that like I only wanted this attention just to show that I'm normal. I didn't want to be superior. I just wanted to show people I'm regular, and I wanted people to feel seen.
Gotcha.
That's it. That's all. I think the media and the way the world is now, we just like put people on pedestals so much. And I was like, yo, if I ever have a chance to be famous or a chance to have some type of notoriety or attention, I just want to be with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's it. And like what you see is what you get.
That's dope.
I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not a guy that, hey, come kick it with me.
Yeah.
We're going to kick it. We're going to have fun. We're going to get lit. We're going to have fun. Talk about the great things of life. And I surround myself with people like that as well.
Right.
And that's what I'm really, really proud of and proud of myself because like I feel like I'm Howie Roseman. Shout out to Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, sir.
I'm like Howie Roseman,
Go
man.
Birds.
I know how to put things together. My friend group together. My family together. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, the ladies, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm
That's
me.
what's up. So what do y'all want people to know about Roy as a character?
I would say Roy's misunderstood at times.
Okay.
And I think Roy has a lot of vices because he wasn't accepted and loved the way he was supposed to be loved at a young age. Not making an excuse for him. But when you have that much power and that much money, and when you have other people coming in to take the power that you thought you were supposed to have, because you got to understand, Mallory was adopted, and she came in and took the heir to the throne.
Right.
So it's like, Roy just misunderstood, and that's why he's always like, you don't know what it's like being me. He's always saying that, and it's for a reason. So he's just misunderstood, for sure.
So what's the future for you?
Future of me.
In terms of, I know you got other things coming up, things that you can talk about, things that you can't. I know you talked about earlier writing.
Yeah.
You admired Tyler's writing.
Yeah.
His producing.
Yeah.
His directing. His editing. Anything coming up for you that you want to pursue or that you're pursuing?
So, if Drake sees this,
He's going to see it.
if he does see this, for sure, and I believe he will, for sure, because you're the man. I got a short film that I wrote. I got a couple of screenplays that I've written, but it takes so much to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I'm just trusting God's timing and just working and writing. And yeah, I want to do my own thing for sure. I got a production company called Julian Pictures, and I want to produce my own things. And in the meantime, I got some movies coming out. We're still working on Black Spartans, a football movie that I did in 2022. We're still going through some stuff right now behind the scenes that we're trying to push it out. I just did a movie called The Florida Highwaymen. It's a civil rights movie about black painters in the 1960s. I play a character named Alfred Newton. He was a part of the Florida Highwaymen, and they just made a way for creatives to get their art out there. So I got some stuff coming up. Beauty in Black is taking up a lot of my time, which is good.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Absolutely.
And I'm appreciative of that because Tyler going to have you working and have it hot off the press because did part 1 in October, part 2 just came out, and he already announced season 2.
Yeah.
Right.
By the time season 2 come out, we're going to be working on season 3.
Yeah.
And so it's going to just keep on going. And so I'm just trusting God and enjoying the moments and just, living life.
Yeah, I was talking to, this weekend, I was talking to Carl Payne, who was on Martin Carl.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him, I interviewed him. He had a play that was here called Games Women Play.
Yeah.
And this is his first debut as a director. And I asked him that question. I said, how does it feel going into your, the new debut of your directing? He said, it's different. He said, but it's something that he wants to go into long term when he was on the morning show, but he just never had the chance to do it because he was working so much.
Yeah.
So now that he's a director, he sees it from a different lens.
Definitely.
And like you said about Tyler, he sees it. So, hey, man. Hey, the how they say it, the future is bright.
Hey, man, God willing for sure.
And the stars are aligning for you. I definitely see it. So.
Like my man, what's my man right here on the TV? What's his name?
Brandon T. Jackson.
Y'all gonna be working together, man.
Exactly.
Man, for sure. That'd be great.
Yeah.
A lot of respect. Be
So
cheap.
we gotta get out of here, man. So look, where do you want the people to find you?
So in every social media account, Twitter, Instagram, shit, even Snapchat, Julian Horton, the number 12. Julian Horton 12. And that's where you'll find me at.
There you go.
That's it right there. J12. Shout out to J12. Man.
J12.
That's the inside thing. That's the inside thing.
Yeah, J12. Yeah.
Guys, we gotta get out of here. Guys, we gotta get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in the show, man. This is a great show, man. Julian,
great.
I'm glad you came to the show. We're gonna do something tonight. We're gonna go to church.
Yeah.
I call it church, India, you coming?
Sure.
Okay, good.
For sure.
So, India, before we get out here, give your information before we get out of here, India.
Absolutely. So it's India Thomas Johns at Thomas Johns Consultancy, LLC. So please see me on my website. Also on Instagram, I'm Nina, at NINA_Nina Sings. And you can just see me in all those places. So I will see y'all soon.
There it is. You already know where I am, Mr. DJ KO at Culturally Distinct. We everywhere. So, guys, if you see me in the streets, I do not have, I ain't going to say Julian, Roy's number. So, leave me alone, okay? But, guys, I'm glad you guys tuned in. You already know how to get in contact with me. Shout out to my sponsor, 605 Adult Beverages, Call Audio, Red Core Universe. Much love to you guys. Man, look, I love you guys, and you can't do nothing about it. Peace out.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yes, sir. And that's a wrap.